Oh, hello everybody. Elder Scrolls Online sucks? Fuck, I never played it. Hello everybody. Fuck. There we go. There we go. Chat. What's poppin'? What's poppin', chat? Hello everybody. It's like the only games I've ever bought on Steam and I haven't played it in at least 15 years. You only bought one game on Steam? That's crazy. It's crazy, dude. Hold on. So, there we go. There we go. It's better, chat. It's better. That is better. I bought Counter-Strike. Fucking 15 years ago. Crop top and skirt. But chat, you haven't seen the best part. Damn. Look at that. Look at that, chat. Oh, so look at. Look at. Look at. I put the Jigglypuff pins on it. It's perfect. Chat, it's perfect. Is it one of a kind? It is. It is, dude. She got it. It came. It did. And I'm so excited. That looks so gay. What are you talking about? You telling me if you saw this in public you wouldn't be like, that guy fucking rocks, dude. I love it. I don't care what anyone else says. I love it. I just don't know if I want to bring it to Burning Man or not. I might. I was thinking I was gonna, but like, I don't want to fuck it up. You know what I mean? He can stop whining about it. What do you mean whining about it? What are you talking about? The slander. The slander, chat. That woman is super gay. I think it's banger. It's peak. You really need to pair the jacket with a "Don't Bully Me, I'll Come" tee. Listen. I have one of those. I have one of those. Thank you, Base. I don't know how to say that name, but thank you for the follow. I'm like too tired, chat, today to function. I woke up today, dead. Sometimes I just wake up and I'm just like, I just never wake up. W. Is it Base Denger? I think that's what it is. Thank you for the follow. Weinstra. Not that guy rocks more than the guy that likes cocks. I woke up like that as well today, feeling so dead. I don't know, it's like, it's a weird kind of thing, because it's like, it's not just like hard to wake up, it's like I'll wake up, but then I can't like wake up, you know what I mean? Based engineer. Oh, it's based engineer. I see how it, okay. I mean, it looks more like base Dengar is what I feel like your name is. But that, you know what, based engineers, that works too. Lack of caffeine for 24 hours and no food. First thing I felt so uncoordinated. I don't know, I just like, it's like I woke up and then it's like, you know when you wake up and then you just don't wake up? Like you're functioning, you're like out and about and you're doing shit, but you haven't woken up yet, you know that? You know that feeling? That's where we're at. That's where we're at, chat. I feel like I need to like adjust the white balance again on this camera. It's always, the white balance is always fucked up a little bit. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. I'll just take that down like a hair. That's a little bit better. I'll reset it at the end of the stream. I was hearing voices in my dream last night. It was weird. You're hearing voices in your dream? I mean, do you not hear other people when you dream? Like, do you not hear other people? I feel like when I dream, I always have like, there's always like, I have conversations with people. But does that mean like, how does that work? Did you tell your doctor you were chronic tired? Yeah, of course I did. Listen, the doctor knows. It's just, what can the doctor do about it? I have very vivid dreams. I don't usually dream. When I do, they're like weird and they feel like they're important. You know what I mean? Like, I've had a couple dreams where I'm like, what the fuck, dude? What the fuck? Usually hear people in normal dreams, but this was like, I was only dreaming the voices and nothing else. Oh, that's weird. That's weird. I don't know about that. That's crazy. Stop being tired. He give you advice or suggestions? Dude, I've been going to medical. You have to understand. I've been going to the doctor for this for like 20 years. It's 2 decades I've been going to the doctor for this bullshit. This is not a new thing. One of them was a woman saying you're sick. Like a good you're sick or a bad you're sick? Was it like, you're sick? Or, ew, you're sick? What was it? Because you know, maybe you just hit a kick, like a rat. Maybe you just had a dream that you were a blind skateboarder and you hit a sick ass kickflip and some girl was like, wow, that's sick. You're sick in the head. Ah, fuck, dude, that's crazy. That's scary, man. Yeah, I don't know what to do about that. Sick kickflip, bro. I should count so many Mountain Dews before falling asleep. I've been trying to drink less Mountain Dew, Chad. I've been drinking less Mountain Dew. Maybe that's why I'm tired. It's because I'm drinking less Mountain Dew. I had a dream I was a kid and the world folded forward before Inception came out. Yo, that's actually pretty trippy. My dreams haven't been that trippy. My dreams have always just been like, thank you, DemiX for the $1. Can you search on YouTube? What? There be treasure? What? Why? Yar, is it just like a meme? I'll look it up, but I don't know. I won't play the video because I don't like playing YouTube videos on stream. What is this? What the fuck is that? Okay, I'm gonna play that. What is this? What is this? There be treasure, yar! $1, you're rich, Astra. I know, I'm rich now. That will recoup all my losses from Burning Man. A bunch of other shit, kind of forget, but it was like weird voices coming at me from all different angles. That's like crazy, dude. You should probably like get that checked out. You should probably like go to a doctor about that. I don't know, that was weird. Actually, dreams about Randy Orton or the other guy. I don't know if I've had a dream about Randy Orton. Maybe I haven't. I just forgot it. I had one dream where I got kidnapped by Sam Hyde. And I got, like, molested by Sam Hyde. That was crazy. That was a crazy dream. And it was just, like, it ended as it was getting to the good part, and so I was always upset about it. But it was a scary dream. It was so crazy, because, like, in the dream, he was, like, life-size. Like, he was a 6-foot tall, like, huge motherfucker. He was, like, red. It was weird. The good part of the molestation, right? Things just got interesting, and then the dream cut off. Sam Hyde used to be funny, man. I miss when Sam Hyde did, like, jokes. Now he just, like... Now he takes himself way too seriously. Doesn't happen in my waking hours, which is good, but that's so strange when it doesn't happen in my dreams. Yeah, that's a weird one. I don't know what the... Maybe it's just a weird dream. I don't know, man. Getting molested by Sam Hyde, may as well make the best of it. Well, it wasn't just that I was getting molested. I got, like, kidnapped. I was, like, he, like, grabbed me and, like, took me to his lair. And I was like, what are you gonna do to me? But he's like, huh! And then the dream ended. Fuck, dude, man. I've had some weird dreams. I've had some very weird dreams, chat. Some very odd dreams. Wait, Astra would think that's the good part. Anyway, chat. He jumped out of the kidnapping van. He showed up at like we were having like Thanksgiving dinner at my grandparents' house, and then he just showed up, and it was just like bigger than everyone else. So he just like went in and grabbed me, and then we were just like, I don't even remember like a lot of the context of the dream. I just know that it was like Sam Hyde. It was weird. It was a weird dream. Very, very weird dream. You know that like one meme picture of Sam Hyde where he's like flexing super hard so his face is like super red? That's kind of like what it felt like. Maybe Sam forced Asher to eat turkey. That would be scary, dude. I don't like turkey. I do not like turkey, chat. Mr. Hyde would like some dry-ass turkey. Would you like some dry-ass turkey? Ugh. Ugh, man, I hate turkey, dude. It's so bad. It's so bad. It's so disgusting. I don't understand. I don't understand it. People are like, I love turkey. How do you not love turkey? And it's just not good. It's just not good. That's why. It's just not good. It's like, I'd rather eat duck than fucking turkey. Duck tastes way better than turkey, but we let them swim at the pond and feed them bread. Instead, we killed turkeys that don't taste good. Hydrate? Okay. I'll hydrate. Eating duck? I've never had, like, duck before, I don't think. I was at the, last time I was in Atlanta, we went to this place that was, like, it was like a bowling alley. It was a weird bowling alley, though. It was, like, instead of having normal bowling balls, they were these little, like, bocce ball-sized balls that they didn't have holes. You just had to grab them. They were a lot smaller. And the pins also had that shitty thing where they had the strings in them, so they could just, like, pull the strings to bring them back up. It was pretty shitty. But it was, like, a fancy venue kind of thing, and they had this, like, it was, like, they had, like, fries fried in duck fat, which was really good, and they had these, like, nugget things that were, I think, duck meat, and it was, like, dark meat that was duck meat. It was pretty good. It had a lot of flavor. Unlike turkey, which has the flavor of cardboard. Snipping ducks at a local pond for supper. Public says frozen duck. Shit. We eat chicken, so it's kind of like duck. Duck is different. Duck is like darker meat, I think. I think duck is getting more popular these days than it used to be. I've seen a lot more duck-related food things than I used to. Like before, duck was like, to me, like duck was like a super, exotic food, but nowadays, like, I feel like it's kind of normal to see people eating duck of some sort, you know? Not, like, snatching them off out of the park or anything, but, like, you know, like, you know, like, just cooking them up normally. I have arrived. Duck has more fat than chicken, and it has more dark meat, too. Honestly, duck is not bad. Duck is genuinely not bad. Did you like sword striclip? I did like the sword striclip. The sword striclip is pretty good. Quail is good, but just a little meat. Muggy. But other than hunting them, wild is probably mint. Wild is probably mint? You mean like wild duck is probably mint? I mean, I would go hunting for duck, I guess. You just can't do it in like a public park, right? There's nothing wrong with hunting ducks and eating them, so long as you're not in like a public space, like a park or something like that. It is a way they get that specific type of foie grass or whatever it's called. That's just... Okay, your claws. You just dug your claw into my sternum. That hurt, Moogie. Ow. So it got me, like, right here. Ow. Moogie. Moogie. Hi, Moogie. Mr. Moogie has arrived. It's just playing a real version of Duck Hunt game by taking a rifle. Just like I'm eating good tonight. I guess duck hunting is kind of a bigger thing, isn't it? Because I've heard, like, remember that one show that was, like, about the rednecks? I forget what that show even was, but it was like a reality TV show about, like, a bunch of rednecks. Duck Dynasty, yeah. Yeah, because they made their money because they, like, made a duck call, and they made a bunch of money off of the duck call. And so then they made a reality TV show about them. So I guess duck hunting is pretty big. Her, like, butt is hanging off of my leg, and I am having to hold her up right now. It's very tiring. They made a game about the Duck Dynasty? Did they really? China eats the most duck. That makes sense. That makes sense. I feel like a lot of Chinese dishes have a lot of duck in them. I guess in order to get it, they stick a metal tube down the duck's throat multiple times a day to force feed it grain or corn or whatever to make it the liver fatty. That's kind of fucked up. I don't know how I feel about that. That's like the Ortolan bunting kind of like shit. Which, by the way, that is my last meal. If I was like on death's row and they offered me a last meal, 100% I would go in Ortolan bunting. That's 100% what I would do, chat. So many people have gotten the wrong idea about the last meal, you know what I mean? Like, for people, normal people, they're like, I want my favorite food in life. I don't want my favorite food to be ruined by it being associated with my death. That's sad. I don't want chicken wings to, like, I don't want to take that into the afterlife that the last time I ate chicken wings was, like, the worst day of my life, right? When I'm about to get executed, right? That's a pretty bad day, right? So I feel like making a statement is more important than, you know, anything else. And the statement that the statement you'd make by going with an Ortolan bunting, that is great. That's like, that is such a good, like, what if it was the best day ascending into the afterlife? I guess that's true. It depends on what you're doing. Maybe that is true. It depends on how you look at it. It was that one. An Ortolan, is that a brand new jacket? It's not, yeah, it is brand new. I think the jacket part is brand new too. But basically, an Ortolan bunting is it is a French, like, bird. It's like a small French songbird, that lives in Ortolan. And it basically, what they do is they take it and they put it in a box, and poke a bunch of holes in the box that are just letting a little bit of light, and they put a bunch of food in the box. And because the way bird brains work is that they just immediately, like, consume as much as they can if they don't, like, see light for some reason. So they just, like, if you trap an Ortolan bunting in a box with a bunch of food and, like, one, like, tiny pinhole for air, they'll just gorge themselves endlessly. And so basically, what they'll do is they'll do that and they'll fatten these little fucking birds up until they're super fat. And then they drown them in whiskey, right? Because that's important. They drown them in whiskey. And then they roast them in, like, for, like, an amount of time. They roast them whole. And then you eat it. Whole. Like, you just, you take the whole ass bird. And then you eat it. It will, like, beak, feet, everything and all. You just eat it. It sounds intense. Yeah, I know, right? How do you know this? It's a French delicacy. And the tradition is that when you eat it, you put your tablecloth over your head to hide your shame from God. I'm not joking. That is real. It is a real thing. This is a real fucking thing. And everybody who tries it says it's the single best thing they've ever eaten in their lives. Everyone who tries it is like, it is the most exquisite, luxurious dining experience you can achieve. But it's illegal. Because Ortolan buntings are very, they're endangered, so it's very illegal to do it. That was on Faces of Death. There's I don't even remember where I learned of it, but there's I think it's been represented in movies a little bit. It's a very evil person, like, if you have somebody who's, like, evil, and you want to portray them as being evil, have them eat an Ortolan bunting, because it's like, goddamn. But if I was, like, on death row, right, and I did something, like, I was, like, let's say I'm, like, the Luigi Mangione type of guy, but he got, instead of getting let off, he got sentenced to death, right? If I'm in that situation, and I'm, like, a martyr, and I'm just, like, the only thing I can do here is make a statement with my last meal, and I'm gonna make a goddamn statement with my last meal, and I'm gonna eat the Ortolan bunting, like, facing the camera, and just, you know, I'm just gonna, like, and then they're just gonna flip on the electric chair, and it's gonna be, I definitely feel like, firing squad is the best way to get executed, though. If I had to, like, judge, I think lethal injection's gotta be one of the worst. I would hate lethal injection. I would go for firing squad. Firing squad's gotta be the best. They film people eating their final meal? No, I guess not. I guess they don't. I figured, like, if you were famous, they might, but... If ocean was whiskey and I was a duck, I would dive to the bottom and never come up. This injection would be fine if it actually worked the way it's supposed to. That's what I've heard horror stories that it's actually extremely painful and it is, like, awful. Some people it just doesn't work right. Yeah, it's just, like, I'd rather just, you know, just... A gun is quick, it's to the point, it's not, no chance of it fucking up, and it's way cooler, right? I feel like, if I'm gonna die, I'd rather do it in you know, a badass way, like by gunfire or an explosion. Things like hanging or, like, lethal injection, they're just, like, so archaic, and I just, like, I'd rather just get shot. Julia Child loved Ortolan bunting, did she really? Julia Child, today we're going to take the bird and drown it in whiskey. Now, okay? You drown it in the whiskey, and then you fry the whole bird in the oven for 375 for 40 minutes. Welcome back to my show, The Art of French Cooking. Today we are going to be eating the Ortolan bunting. Moogie, would you eat an Ortolan bunting? I know Moogie would. Moogie would. They should let them wrestle a Kodiak bear. I don't want to do that either. Oh my god, my eye. Hello, Extreme79. They should bring back the guillotine. That'd be crazy. Imagine Astra getting electrocuted, but she develops electric powers. More power! Yeah! Ultimate power! Let the heads roll. Imagine Astra getting... Oh, yeah. Anyway, chat, enough talk about morbid stuff. That's sad. Let's talk about something, not so sad. I got the clutch installed on my motorcycle yesterday, chat. Yesterday I didn't stream, and that is because I tuckered myself out because I was doing a lot of work on the bike, chat. We got some work done on the bike. So now the handlebars are like mocked up, kind of. They're almost ready. I'm pretty sure they're on though. Like I'm gonna tighten them down. I'm not gonna take them off before I tighten them down again. So that's nice. Basically what I have to do, chat, is I have to get the new throttle cables installed, and then I have to install the grips, and then I have to torque everything down so it's all like right and tight and like on. And then I have to put a new petcock in the fuel tank, and then basically once I have the new wheels, which they're done, by the way. I got a text that they're done, so I'll either get them I'll probably get them tomorrow. And so then maybe tomorrow, I don't even know if I'll stream tomorrow, because I might just use tomorrow as a whole motorcycle work day, and I'll just go hard on the motorcycle tomorrow or something, because I really want to get some work done on it. I'd really like to, like, I was gonna today, but I decided I wanted to stream. So I'm really excited. I've got the new throttle cables, so now it's basically just about me installing it on the bike. But the clutch is on, the new clutch cable, or the new clutch lever is on, and it, like, works. I got the, like, master cylinder, like, mounted properly. Like, beforehand, like, the cylinder, the, like, reservoir was just flopping around, but now I have it mounted properly. It's actually, I'm pretty excited about it. Motorcycle update. Master cylinder. I'm more of a slave cylinder myself. It's coming along, chat. I'm actually getting pretty excited for it. It's coming along. I think it's not gonna be too long before it's like an actual running motorcycle, and I'm excited. I'm really excited. I'm just really hoping there's nothing that I haven't foreseen that's gonna fuck me, but... Is that the Purple Rain one? It is, Crowry. It is the Purple Rain bike. It is the Purple Rain bike. And it's not purple yet, but eventually it will be purple. That's like the next thing. Once this is done, the next part of it is just gonna be the bodywork. You finish before the end of the year. You might finish before the end of the year. I fucking hope so. If I don't finish before the end of the... If it takes me 5 months to finish it, I'm gonna be upset. Or do you mean like finished? I don't think I'll get it painted before the end of the year, to be fair. I don't think it will be Purple Rain totally before the end of the year. I'm just trying to get it running right now, chat. I'm just trying to get it running and driving, because it is my main... It's supposed to be my main vehicle right now. So it needs to be running and driving. So we're getting there. It's almost there. I just need to install the new throttle cables. I need to install the grips, which is going to be a little bit different because I need to go get some electrical tape, because the grips are slightly too big for the handlebars. So I need to put some electrical tape over them so it actually like fits on the bars. But yeah, it's pretty good. I think it's gonna be like $1,000 or more to paint it, which is just gonna be the tough part. I'm gonna have to spend a lot of money to paint it. I'm gonna have to buy a paint booth, like one of those small inflatable paint booths. And then I'm gonna have to spend a lot of time painting it, because it's gonna be, the thing is, I'm gonna use a spray can, but I'm gonna like compensate for that by the fact that I'm gonna do everything else super properly. Like I'm gonna go hard on it, chat. I don't know if you guys knew this, but I took an auto body class when I was in college, and I like actually took like a whole like semester of auto body. So I actually know a lot about doing auto body work, and so I'm gonna put all of that knowledge to use. It's gonna be a lot of work, chat. I'm gonna take the paint, I'm gonna take the tank, the gas tank, I'm gonna strip off all of the paint, and then I have to, after I've stripped off all the paint, then I have to like wipe it all down with like a special cloth, and then I have to primer it. I'm gonna prime it, and then I have to let that dry, and then I have to Bondo it, and then I have to apply like 4 more coats of primer after that, so just get it really smooth, so that there are no dents, there's no imperfections, that the whole thing has got a good coating of primer and is solid and ready to go. That's gonna be the hardest part, because it's like, prime it, sand it, Bondo it, sand it, sand it, sand it, primer it again, sand it, primer it again, sand it, and then I have to paint it black, and then I have to sand it, and then I probably have to put at least like 2 coats of black on, like undercoat on it, and then I have to sand in between each coat. You have to let it dry, and then scuff it, because the paint doesn't stick to shiny, so you have to scuff it every time you paint it. And so then, and then after that, then I'm gonna hit it with the purple coat, and then the purple top coat, and then I'm gonna hit it with a clear coat. So there's like 7 layers that I'm gonna have to put on this thing, and I'm gonna have to sand it between each layer. It's a lot of work, chat. It's a lot of fucking work. Can you just take it to a paint shop? I could, but that would cost way more money. I don't know how much it would cost to take it to an auto body, like a proper auto body shop, but my guess is it would be anywhere from $4,000 to $6,000. Auto body is expensive, chat. It's like, it is so expensive, and because it just takes so long. It takes a long, long, long time. If you want a good paint job, you're gonna end up spending a lot of money, because shops will charge like $120 per shop hour, right? And so if it takes them 20 hours to do it, and it might, right? Depending on who you go to. It might not. But, like, it costs, like, $30,000 to paint a car. Like, legit. It's not cheap. It's very much so not cheap. So as much as I would like to just wipe my hands of it and not worry about it and just take it to somebody else to do it, unless there was somebody who was specifically wanted to, like, help me do it and was not going to charge me an arm and a leg to do the work, that would be fine. Like, maybe if someone just wanted to charge me for materials, then I could do that, but otherwise, like, I can't afford to have a fucking shop do it, because it's way too much. And through Chrome is going to cost you an arm and a leg. The new Chrome. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to save all of that fund for. That's the one thing I'm probably going to have shipped out. I might try to do the Chrome myself. I feel like I might try it, just because I feel like I could do it. I feel like I could do it. I feel like it'd be interesting to film, and it'd be an interesting process to like, figure out, because it's just a bunch of chemistry, and it'd be really, really interesting. I think it'd be fun to like do that, right? But I don't know. It's Chrome is like, it's a whole other thing. So I might just take the Chrome parts and send them off and have to be re-chromed properly once I do that, which will be who knows how long from now. But basically, that's what's it's gonna come down to. That's gonna be the most expensive part, is just getting the paint to be looking right. If you screwed up paint job, then it might cost you a lot of money, but if you take it to an auto body, they're reliable. It would, I could try to paint it, fuck it up, and it would still cost, I could try to paint it, fuck it up like 3 or 4 times, and it would still cost less than a shop. Because, like, the paint, just the paint and stuff is expensive on its own. Like, the paint, like, $1,000 is what I would spend on just the materials to do it. But it would be, like, cheaper than that for a shop to do it. The thing is, it's labor. It's just so much labor. I mean, think of it, chat. You have to, literally, you have to take the whole thing, dip it in acetone so the whole fucking paint falls off. Then you have to, like, clean it really well. And then you have to, like, prime it, sand it, Bondo it, sand it. And every time you're sanding it, it's, like, 40 minutes of sanding per layer. So you have to paint it, let it dry, completely sand it, and then put a new coat on. And you have to do that, like, 10 plus times for one piece. And I have at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 things that I have to paint. So that's 6 things that I have to do 10. It's like 60, like, that's that process, like, times 60. So I have to, like, sand it, paint it, let it dry, sand it over 60 times. And it's just a lot of work. And it's like, I can do that, right? That's fine. I'll get through it eventually. But a shop, that's going to take a long time, even at a shop. And a shop charging $120 per shop hour, that's expensive, chat. Custom motorcycle paint job typically costs between $1,000 and $3,000 for intricate design, pinstripe, and airbrush work. I don't know, man. $3,000 still seems low, if you're asking me, but I'm not sure. I know maybe it's just that I'm thinking of car prices, because I come from a car auto body world, and it's just like, it is so expensive to paint a car. Maybe painting a motorcycle would be cheaper, but I don't know. I don't really want to spend $3,000 on it either. It's like, it'd just be a lot of money. Unless I'm doing really well, I can't see myself justifying spending $3 grand when I could just do it myself. A car has a lot more surface, to be fair. This is true, but I mean, even if you're not repainting the whole car, it's expensive. Like, if you're just painting a quarter panel, it's expensive. I mean, it's just auto body is just expensive. It is very, very expensive. I don't know how much it would cost for them to do that. I guess I could get a quote. I just don't know where I would get the money. Like, if I had $1,000, I guess I could go and ask. If I had $1,000 in my pocket and I could either buy the materials to do it myself or go to a shop and see how much they would charge for it, I guess I could do that and see how much a shop would charge. But I don't know. I don't know how much they would charge. If I'm like, I can't see myself spending $3,000 on auto body work. That just would feel very, very like. I don't know where I just don't see myself getting that much money. Paid $800 for a shit job. It's so bad the roof is peeling. Yeah, it's like, that's the thing. It's like, the less you pay, the worse of a job it is. So it's like, I know I can do a pretty good job for $1,000, right? And if I give myself $1,000 to do the work, it will take a while, right? But I can just set everything up outside. And so I'll just do one at a time. Get everything primed one piece at a time, and then I'll just go down the line, and it will take me a while, chat, but I don't feel like the convenience is worth $3,000 for me right now. Since you're a licensed mechanic, you know people at Auto Body were scamming you. You know if people at Auto Body were scamming you? Yeah, but I'm also, I know, like, if I could get a good deal or not. I just, like, I don't. It's gonna cost like $3,000, chat. To do the job that I want to do, I bet you it's gonna cost over $3,000. And I just, like, when in the next year and a half am I gonna have a spare $3,000 to spend on auto body stuff? I just don't see it. Plus, it's like part of the idea behind this bike is content. I filmed almost everything I've done to the bike so far, and so I want to make it a content bike. Like, I'm gonna post everything and make a YouTube video about it. And I think at that point, it'd be more interesting to do it myself, because it shows, like, it's better for content, you know what I mean? And the other thing is, same with Chrome, is, like, I feel like doing the Chrome myself would also be, like, such a cool and interesting thing to, like, put in a video, like, this is how I did my Chrome at home. Because if you look up DIY Chrome shit on YouTube, you don't get a lot of options, because Chrome is difficult, because you have to literally have, like, a whole tank of this alkaline, I don't know if it's alkaline, it's a solution of, like, it's either, I think copper is, or I think it's nickel, is what Chrome is. And nickel is like tin plus copper, I think, or aluminum. It's one of those two. And so if you have to dissolve like aluminum, or you have to dissolve like tin and copper, because that makes bronze. So it's not probably copper. It's probably, what is nickel? Is it aluminum plus tin? Is that what nickel is? Because it's one of those things. It's like, you have to, like, you have to get a big bath, hook up some electrodes to it, and put a current through this bath and like, put, like, a bunch of nickel in the bath, and then you basically put a current through it, which will, like, cause the nickel to dissolve in the solution. And then you put your metal piece in it, and then you reverse the polarities, and so then it will attach all of the nickel to whatever part you're doing, and that's what Chrome is. And I think it'd be really, because I don't have like a big car part. It's not like I'm trying to chrome an entire bumper. I'm just trying to do my engine guard, and maybe some trim and some little things. Maybe my handlebars. I think it'd be really cool. I say closer to 2K, but maybe 225, but I'm not an expert. Yeah, I mean, I could look around. I could see if it would be a good price when I am at that point. I just feel like it'd be more fun to do it myself. Some chemicals are getting tough to get to. That's why you just gotta make them yourself. You can make whatever you want, chat, with basically a trip to the fucking hardware store. You can make whatever the fuck. You just have to figure out how to be, you just have to do chemistry shit. I love, one of my favorite YouTube channels is a channel called Explosions and Fire. And it made me want to do chemistry stuff. I went through a chemistry phase where I wanted to do, one of my goals in life is I want to synthesize, brake clean. And I don't know why I want to do this, because you could just buy brake clean at the fucking store. But for some reason, I want to make my own brake lane. And I have a whole plan on how I'm gonna do it, chat. And this is not happening within, this is gonna be after I have a house, eventually, one day, I mean, maybe, this is not happening within the decade, alright, chat? But I want to buy, like, an old, this is gonna sound insane, chat. I want to buy an old oven, right? Like, an old stove that has a self-cleaning mode, right? That gets up to, like, 700 degrees Fahrenheit. Right? Because the self-cleaning mode on most ovens gets up to like 650, 700 degrees Fahrenheit, right? And so I want to do that. And then what I want to do is I want to take a canister, like a oxygen canister, one of those like maybe an acetylene canister, one of those big, thick, heavy canisters. And then you got to put ethylene and glycol into the you have to put that into the tank. It's ethylene plus chlorine. So you put ethylene and chlorine in this like canister, and then you seal it down really tight, and then you put that in the oven, and then you cook it at like 700 degrees, and you pray that it doesn't explode. And then what you get at the end of that should be, at least in some part, tetrachloroethylene, which is what's in Breakland. And I would have my own Breakland. This is how you get on some watch lists, too. Going full Hamilton Morris on brake fluid. One wouldn't have that for the rest, for the most part, at least. It sounds very safe. I know, right? Well, I would do it outside and probably behind, like, a barrier. I just would like to see if it's possible. Because theoretically, it is possible. Because, I'm about to nerd out right now, chat, but essentially what brake clean, there are two kinds of brake clean. There is non-chlorinated brake clean and there's chlorinated brake clean. Non-chlorinated brake clean is lame and gay. It doesn't do as good of a job. It's not even less toxic because it's got acetone, it's got toluene, it's got all this bullshit in it that's like, it's flammable. It's not and it doesn't work as well as normal brake clean, so I don't ever buy non-chlorinated brake clean. But chlorinated brake clean is not flammable. It has, and it is only one chemical. It is tetrachloroethylene, which is a ethylene compound with 4 chlorine molecules connected with a double bond, I think. Something like that. I don't know. I'm pulling that out of, like, I haven't thought about this in years, but it's something like that. And basically, you can make a couple different, like, molecules like this. Like, there's trichloroethylene, there's octachloroethylene, you know, there's hexachloroethylene. There's other compounds that you can make that are similar. But tetrachloroethylene is specifically has 4 chlorine molecules and it, attached to a carbon double bond, as I'm pretty sure what the actual, like, thing is. And basically, the way you get ethylene, the way you get chlorine to bond to ethylene like that is you have to either do it at an extremely high temperature or extremely high pressure. And I think that by putting a canister, like an oxygen canister in an oven and putting it on self-clean mode, you would achieve that. You would achieve both temperature and pressure. And so long as it doesn't explode, which it probably would, it would make brake clean. Thank you, oh, fuck, dude, that thing, it goes away so quickly. I wish I had, like, a recent events thing on my OBS. That would be awesome, so I could see things and not have to, like, catch them. Hold on. Just buy the same bottle of fluid I've been buying since I started driving. It's not brake fluid, chat. We're not talking about brake fluid. We're talking about brake clean. Or brake clean. It's technically, it's like Brack Clean. I don't know what the actual, like, name is, brand name is for it. Campbell, thank you for the follow. Campbell, thank you so much. Agent Campbell, oh, I see. The NSA is under the chat. I don't know, chat. It's just, it's very, I like it. I like it. And there was also, one time I bought a can of non-chlorinated brake clean. Or it was either non-chlorinated brake clean, it was some, like, it was like AutoZone, or not AutoZone, it was Advanced Auto Parts. Had a proprietary brand of brake clean. I don't remember if it was chlorinated or not. But it specifically had this chemical in it. It had carbon tetrachloride in it, which carbon tetrachloride is bad for you. It's really bad for you, and it's really bad for the environment. So it's illegal in most of the world. Like in Australia, you cannot get carbon tetrachloride. But if you ever go to like an antique store and they have one of those antique fire extinguishers, whether it's the one with the bulb or the one that's like a brass thing, those have just carbon tetrachloride in them. And so you can actually, if you find one, I found one at a, this is a funny story, chat. A couple of years ago, I found one of these old fire extinguishers at an antique store that had fluid in it. And I was like, oh my god, I really want this because I want to get this carbon tetrachloride. I really want this. And Bat Vibes was like, no, you're not, I'm not letting you get this. I'm not letting, no. And I got denied that one, which is fair. I probably don't need carbon tetrachloride. I'm not gonna, what am I even gonna do with it? I'm not gonna do anything with it anyway. I just want it. I just want it, chat. I just want it. Alright? But yeah, basically this specific brand of like brake clean from Advanced Auto Parts has carbon tetrachloride in it, which I thought was really cool. So I bought it. I bought a can of that brake clean instead, just to be like, yeah, I'm gonna be my carbon tetrachloride. Give me my carbon tet. That's the voice of reason. You'll be fine, Astra. The side effect of that stuff is mostly neurological, and we don't come here for your brains. See, I should have gotten it. I should have gotten it. Fun fact, though, if you do take non-chlorinated brake clean, it is more dangerous than chlorinated brake clean. Or non-chlorinated brake clean is not as dangerous as chlorinated brake clean. That's what I'm trying to say. Because non-chlorinated brake clean, while it is flammable, if you blow it up, it's okay. Like, it just blows up, and that's fine. But if you take chlorinated brake clean and put it up to a really hot surface, like, let's say you have a red hot piece of metal and you spray brake clean on it, it will immediately turn into this chemical that was a war chemical in World War I. It literally turns into the gas. So mustard gas, I'm pretty sure mustard gas doesn't actually kill you. It just irritates you so that you take off your gas mask. And then they also shipped the mustard gas with this other chemical. That's what is made when you get chlorinated brake clean really hot. And so basically, when you get chlorinated brake clean really hot, it turns into a World War I, like, war chemical. Phosgene, that's the word I'm looking at. It turns into phosgene gas. It's great. Science Astra has entered the stream. Listen, chat, I tell you, I have, like, the way my autism works, chat, is my autism interests, they cycle in and out, right? On one, I'll for a period of time, I'll be autistically into vacuum tubes and electronics, and then I'll be autistically into chemicals and chemistry, and then I'll be autistically into the next thing. It's just, the critical part about it, though, is that it always loops around. It's not that I am always getting new autistic obsessions, I just cycle through the ones that I have. It's like, what flavor of autism are we thinking today, Astra? Which flavor of autism are we thinking today? Yummy. Phosgene. Oh my god, I'm hungry, chat. That pizza that Tracy ordered the other day, it never got here. It's so upsetting. I'm so hungry, chat. Spin the special interest wheel. Take a spin. Today on what's that special interest? Her stisms just pull rather tisms out of a hat. Oh yeah, her tism is just to pull other tisms out of a hat, right? Artistically the DK. Donkey Kong! DK! Donkey Kong is here! He's finally back to kick some tail! What is wrong with him? I'm about to go on a boomer rant. I don't know why it's like that, but I think it's because It goes through Grubhub, I'm pretty sure, and basically if no one accepts the order, it just doesn't get picked up. So like the treat stream order will go through, and it's basically like ordering something on DoorDash, but the tip is already like included and everything, and I don't, maybe it's just not a very good tip. And so I think a lot of drivers will look at the distance from Papa John's to my house and go, oh, that's not worth it for the tip. So I just barely ever, it's like a crapshoot whether someone actually picks up the order or not. DK. Donkey Kong. Hope you get your money back. I think it said that a refund was issued, because usually it will like tell me like, oh, the order is delayed, it will get you between blah blah blah. Oh, your order is delayed, it will get you between blah blah blah. And then usually at a certain point it's just like, yeah, something's wrong, we canceled your order. Like, ah, fuck, dude. Hydrate. Okay. Trapped by the kitty. Did you not get a refund, Trey Racing? You should have gotten one. I think it said that a refund was issued. But yeah, make sure you get a refund for that. I waited today, my Moto Guzzi. You weighted it? Did you weigh it? How much does it weigh? Pizza does delivery from outside people now to at least the nearest one. I don't, about 485 pounds. That's not terrible. My bike is 320 pounds though, so. So update the treat page with the local venues. I mean, I guess that might work, but the problem is like even like the Burger King is I feel like it happens no matter what, because like even the Burger King has like done that before, and like that sometimes that will just not go to the right place. Like I don't even understand how that happens. The Burger King has several times now gone to the wrong apartment complex, and I don't even live in an apartment complex, and I don't even live near an apartment complex, so it's like I'll order it and they'll say your food has been delivered, here's a picture, and it's just like of some random apartment complex. I have no idea. 485 fuel to the brim. Nice. What do you have? It's a bicycle. I have a Honda Rebel 250, chat. It's 320 pounds and 16 horsepower. I got all the horses. But I think I'm like doubling the horsepower, and I don't know how much the Purple Rain bike is gonna weigh. I don't think it weighs that much, but it definitely weighs more than the Rebel. I just don't know exactly how much it weighs. But it makes 40 horsepower as opposed to 16. Astra's Honda Rebel is a bicycle? It's not a bicycle! Get the fuck out of here. What do you mean it's a bicycle, dude? Come on. It doesn't have pedals. It doesn't have fucking pedals, dude. Listen, dude, I've got a CM400. I'm building my CM400. It will be done soon. You could fill a complaint whoever to DoorDash. I guess I could, but I have like messaged them before. Like the second time I didn't get my Burger King delivered, or second time I got delivered to the same fucking apartment complex, I messaged Treat Stream and it was like, what the fuck, bro? What is up? It's like, I wish Treat Stream would have worked better. Honestly, it'd be better if people just like donated and then I just like bought it off my own DoorDash. Hat tip to Cormac McCarthy. There. I don't know what I'm gonna eat tonight, chat. I have some pizza in the freezer I'm thinking about cooking up. My Yamaha SR500, a bicycle too, 379 pounds, probably less. You can't, a bicycle is a pedaled vehicle. It doesn't matter how much it weighs, okay? You're calling it SR500 a bicycle? You're calling a fucking full-size motorcycle a bicycle, dude? Get out of here. I call it an over-motorized bicycle. That's bullshit, though. It's not. A bicycle has pedals. If it doesn't have pedals, then it's not a bicycle. I'm too tired for this chat. I don't have enough energy to deal with this bullshit chat. I'm telling you. Hi, Moogie. Slide and it goes forward. Get out of here. Get out of here. I have to fix, speaking of bicycles, I have to like fix my bicycle. I have to do that. I don't know how I'm gonna do that, but I do have to do that. Also, chat, I update on this. Look at, so chat, remember I bought this thing? Why does it do that? That's not what I wanted to do. That's not what I wanted it to do. Why does it fucking do that? That's so gay. Okay, well, whatever. Hold on. New private window, there we go. The Astra 500 could probably go down to 330 pounds. Listen, there's no bicycles that are over 100 pounds. Get out of here. Anyway, chat, this is what we're talking about. This is the dress I bought. So if you remember, chat, I bought this dress right before it went on sale. And so I bought, instead of buying the full set, I just bought the dress for 150 bucks. So I just bought the dress part. And then immediately it went on sale. Looks like it'd be nice on a big-breasted woman. Oh, okay, well, listen, man, it'll be all right. Like, come on, why? Easy Racer, why are you just like bullying me right now? All right, like, why are you being a bully? It's so mean. But yeah, so basically I bought this right before it went on sale for $150 at this price, and then it immediately went on sale, and I was like, fuck. But I messaged the seller, and I ended up, I basically said I would want to buy the full set at the discounted price. And so basically, I ended up buying the full set at the discounted price, because they let me do that. And so now I got the whole thing at the discounted price. So I ended up paying, like, I got this for like $60 off. Look how cool it is, chat. I think this is what it's gonna look like, just like in normal daylight and normal lighting. But when the lights are like on, it's gonna be sick. Look at that. Look at that. I'm not sure how much specific lighting it needs, because I saw another person wearing one of these and it was like really lit up. I guess it wasn't that one though. Oh yeah, here we go. It's like this person's not under a black light, so it's like, and it's lit up like it is in the picture. So I don't know how it works. I think it's just like directed light, I think. What cheeses? She is the black light. I was gonna say sometimes the seller will give you just give you the new price. Yeah, they just sent me a link and that basically just paid. It was nice because when I bought the dress, I didn't buy it while I was signed in, so I had no idea. I had no confirmation that I actually bought it, which sucked. But I messaged them and I actually bought it this time while I was signed in. So now I have a tracking order. I have everything, like I can actually track it now, which is really nice. And it's like I actually have the full set coming, so I'm pretty excited about it. I think it's gonna be a cool fit once it gets here. You got the white one, not gray. They're both the same, Cuddle Bear. They're the same. The one that's got all the shiny colors, it's normally the black gray color. It's just when you have like light directed on it, it's when it looks all shiny and set on it. It's like a holographic material. He wears it again. What? I had to miss it? Damn. You should go watch the... Hold on, chat. Hold on. Savvy, I'll show you the clip. I'll show you the clip from last stream. And then I'll wear it again, obviously, before Burning Man 2. But I'll show you the clip of the outfit. I think it's pretty good. I think it was pretty fire, chat. I'm pretty Look at this chat. Oh, it's like 280p. I don't know why the clip is so low quality. I know, it's pretty great. But this is just one of the fits. I think it would be OSHA approved. I think so. I think this will be a good... This is gonna be like my daytime fit, I'm pretty sure. Like, this is gonna be one of the daytime fits. Basically, so last year I had like my normal daytime fit that I wore, but it wasn't like cute at all. It was just practical. It was just about trying to beat the heat and trying to make the most practical outfit I could. However, when I was there, I noticed everyone else was wearing cool outfits during the day, and I was like, I want to wear a cool outfit. So that's what that outfit is. It's kind of supposed to be a blend of practical and cute. Because the idea is that, like, it's gonna be the desert, so it's gonna be really hot, and it's gonna be really, like, deserty and dusty. So with that outfit, I think it's got a good combination of sun protection, of dust protection, without being too hot. And it also is cool, so it's cute. I'm really excited about it. When you have a neon orange shirt underneath on? Why is Astra lifting that sword? I'm sure I saw everyone wearing cool outfits, so I was like, I want to look like a wizard. Should I send you the hat? I will as soon as Moogie moves, because she's trapping me at the moment. I don't know if you can tell, chat, but this cat, she's trapping me fully. But yeah, so we have that coming. Basically, we have that outfit. We have the outfit I'm currently wearing, or I have the jacket that I'm currently wearing. I don't know, if I'll bring this jacket or not, but I'm pretty sure I'll bring this jacket. So I'll have this jacket in there, in the mix. I'll need suntan lotion. I just need sunscreen. I don't really want suntan lotion. I just need sunscreen. But so I've got that outfit. I've got the cool prism outfit, right? Not prism, the prism. And then I got this. This is also coming. Or at least it should be. I hope it is. I hope I paid for it, so I'm hoping it's coming. But I have a matching hat for this one. Dude, I'm so set. I'm so fucking set, dude. I'm so set. It's closer to a disco ball. Not so cool. What do you mean not so cool? I think it's really cool. Basically, chat, I need an outfit, a cute outfit for the daytime, and I need a cute outfit for the nighttime, and that's one of the nighttime fits. That one's gonna be a nighttime fit. And I'll bring the Gengar suit too. So I'll have the Gengar fit, I'll have the Prism fit, I'll have the Wizard fit, I'll have the daytime like Wizard fit, I'll have yeah. And then so that's a good 4 or 5 outfits that I have. And I think it's for a week, I think that'll be enough. I think I'll be good. I don't think I need more than that for outfits. I just need maybe accessories. Racer, whatever link you just sent does not work. A Princess Leia slave outfit? Maybe if I could get one that was high quality. The old Princess Leia slave outfit I had was fine. But it was super, like, uncomfortable. Like, there's a piece that scratched me. It's like, it's not something I would want to wear in the desert for a long period of time. Maybe if I had a good one. It's an eBay link? I know it's an eBay link, but it doesn't work. You click it and it does not bring me to anywhere. It does not work, Uzi Razor. A week with no shower? Mm-hmm. I will probably have a shower at some point in the week. It just won't be a proper shower. It'll be more like a misting, I guess. Baby wipes are gonna be important. .de, is that why? Okay, that might be why, Easy Racer. It's because it's in DE and it doesn't let you. Oh wait, now it works for some reason. Okay, I don't understand that. Apparently now it does work. It didn't work for me initially. I don't know why. Yeah, this is pretty cool. That one's pretty good. I don't think that I need Liefern Zwischen Friday 31st. Taylor Swift Mirror Ball. Oh, I don't like Taylor Swift. Taylor Swift is eh. Versand, Rückgabe and Zuchlung. Astra is not. I'm not a Swiftie, dude. I'm not. Could be hot at Burning Man. Well, the thing is, chat. Again, there's two fits that you wear at Burning Man. There's the daytime fit and there's the nighttime fit. And it gets really cold at nighttime. So I'm gonna have to bring, a jacket of some sort. I have a jacket that I got last time while I was at Burning Man. I'm gonna bring that one again. I have this, like, white coat. It's really nice. I don't know if I want to bring that one, though, because I really like that one. And I don't know if I want it to be super dusty again. We'll see, though. That is the one piece of clothing that I could really use, is like a light up fuzzy jacket of some sort. Something to keep me warm at night, because it gets really cold at night. And it gets really hot in the day. So whatever outfit I use, basically the outfit, I needed 2 outfits for one in the day and one in the night. Taylor Swift's like 2 feet taller than Astra. She's not. She's not fucking... She's not 7 foot. I mean, she might be taller than me, but she's not 2 feet taller than me. I do look like a Taylor Swift fan, though. I do. I look like I could be a Swiftie. Oh my god. Did you say something bad about Taylor Swift? I'm sorry, Moogie. I just, like, freaked Moogie out there for a second. I am 6'2". That's not even a foot taller than me, though. That's, like, you're 2 inches short of being a foot taller than me. Yeah, something like this. The only problem with this one, I feel like, is that I'd be worried that it would, not be warm enough. That's my only thing. Is I really need it to be warm. Like, it looks pretty nice, but it looks kind of thin at the same time. So that's the one thing that I think would concern me about something like that. I mean, it looks alright. Something like this, I think, may be better. I like this one, but again, I don't know how thick it is. Like, I really like this one, though. This would be the one I would go with. I don't know how thick it is, though. How thick is it, chat? What's the difference between these two? I see this one looks pretty... This one looks more thick than the other ones, but it's also $100. I don't really know if there's any difference between these two, to be honest. Don't know. Very warm. That's nice. So yeah, this is probably more so what I would need right here. I don't know if these are the same thing. They might just be the same things. I don't know if I would need 2 of them or one or the other, but this is what I want right here. Have to go check on family member. Have a good night. All right, Cherries, and hopefully everything's all right. I cast warmth spell. You know, she didn't need that much. You just need to wear something to prevent wind on your skin. No, I do. I've been to the fucking Burning Man. I know how cold it gets at night. It gets cold. I need a jacket. It gets really fucking cold at night, dude. I'm telling you, it's not. It gets fucking cold. I always have the issue, yeah, I had some slightly fed it up, and then when you moved, you start to warm up so fast. I always use a vibrator that'll keep you warm. I don't know about that, but... yeah, it gets really cold. One night, last time I was at Burning Man, there was a night that I got so fucking cold, I had to go back to my camp and to warm up, because I was so cold. Like, I was legitimately so fucking cold. I could not do anything about it. Bring leg warmers. Hey, Moogie. How you doing, Moogie? You and BB could cuddle? I mean, I did that last time. It's still just cold. It's cold there, chat. I'm telling you. It can get pretty... Fuck. You didn't see that. You didn't see that at all. You didn't see that. You didn't see that. Here in Europe, we usually keep warm with alcohol. I don't need a drink. I don't need any drink anyways because I'm already fat. The problem with alcohol for me is it always makes me nauseous. Like, every time I drink alcohol, it just makes me sick. Nothing to see here. If you're cold, take more drugs. That is the solution. Listen, chat. Listen. Alright, listen. Listen. Legal drugs, of course. Yeah, like ibuprofen. Hey, you wanna cop some ibuprofens before the burn, man? Yeah, let's get some Tylenol up in this bitch. Getting lit. You don't have alcohol, you have piss water, and that cosplays as cheap booze. No, we have alcohol here. I mean, I'm talking like real fucking alcohol. Dude, last time I was at a burn event, I had scotch for the first time. It was interesting. I had real scotch from like Scotland, and it was very interesting. I've had like some of the most interesting exotic alcohols I've had been at Burning Man. The only time I've ever done like a Jello shot was at Burning Man. Only time I ever done Malort was at Burning Man. The only time I've ever had like scotch was at Burning Man. I also had sake, dude. Sake is so good. Some alcohols just make me puke immediately, though. If you give me fucking a tequila, I will throw up. I just will throw up if you give me tequila. Hello, Puck. She's coming to start some beef with Moogie. Hello, Puck. Hello. Here in Europe, we have alcohol, but that makes you the Burning Man. I bet they have regional Burning Man events in Europe. I wonder what they're like. I wonder what like a regional Burning Man event in Europe would look like. Are you even allowed to? I feel like getting Burning Man to happen in Europe would be such a pain in the ass. The easiest way would probably to go to the Balkans somewhere where there's less restrictions on what you can burn in a field. We have Osterfeuer in a village here in Germany. But what is that? Is that a big, like, thing? Like, what is it? I don't know, it's weird. I, like, having been to a regional event now and the main Burning Man event, it's definitely different. I don't know if I would say I like the regionals. I just don't know if they're as peak as the main event. Like, cause like you can go to a regional, but you still haven't really experienced Burning Man until you've gone to Burning Man. It is its own experience. I think we have Osterfeuer in every village here in Germany. I don't know what that is. Is that just where you drink a lot, or is it like a bonfire? But anyway, it's like, yeah, I feel like having, like, when you go to a regional event, you still get, like, that raw community feel. I think it's worth going to both the regionals and the big event. But I wanted to, like, do a year where I go to every single regional and then the main Burning Man. And I might do that at some point, but I don't. It might be hard because like the regionals are fun, but they're just not nearly. They're not nearly as fun as like the main burn, in my opinion. Like the main burn, it is crazy. It is insane. It's its own thing. You have to caution by taking fans because it could fuck your liver or kidneys. Yeah, I only ever take ibuprofen or Tylenol when I'm sick. Finn light a giant fire in his backyard. Larger than life, dude. It feels like it. It's so fucking crazy. It's so crazy. If you are aware, Germans marching sus. Is this just a parade? What is this? Oh, it is a bonfire.
Ich habe natürlich vergessen, unseren DJ noch zu begrüßen. DJ Ladi. Ja.
They're burning it in broad daylight, though. I mean, that's pretty cool. It's just a big bonfire. Hello, chatters. That's an Easter tradition here. They the bonfires in Belfast every year at this time too. Lots of cultures do. But yeah, it's pretty, I mean, it's pretty nice, but it's, you know, it's just a bonfire. That's not Burning Man. that's not, it's just a bonfire. I mean, imagine that, but, like 100 times the size. Burning Man isn't much more, just with a big mannequin. It's a bonfire. Except it's not. Burning Man is like, okay, first they imagine that, except it's like a 4-story building, right, made out of wood, and not just a big pile of twigs. It's like an actual big fucking 2-story tall building, except it's not, because before the man even burns, they have a fire show where you have a bunch of people standing around it spinning fire staffs, and it's fucking cool, right? Like, you'll never see so many fire performers performing right in the same spot. And then, right after they get done doing their fire spinny thing, you'll see the most intense fireworks show you've ever seen in your life. Like, legit, like, I've never seen a fireworks show as intense as Burning Man. It is like, you know when you're watching a fireworks show and you get to the end and everything, they just send, like, they do a big finale and it's really intense for about 10 seconds? Is that, except that's the whole fireworks show. And it lasts for, like, 30 minutes. It's insane. The amount of fireworks they fucking blow off at the burn, it must be, like, over $100,000 worth of fireworks. It's insane. It's insane. And then, the Burning Man, once it goes up, it doesn't just slowly catch on fire. It explodes. Like a nuke. Like, it has a mushroom cloud. It fucking explodes. and then it burns. It doesn't, you know, listen, it's not just a little bonfire. It's crazy. But we do it for centuries. I mean, that's cool. That's cool. Depends on if you mean metric stories or US stories. Is it 2-story or 4-story? What's the story here? I don't even know how. I mean, it's here. I'll just show you guys like I'll show you guys the man. Burners know. Burners do know. I'm trying to have like a good picture of it. Let me just go to. I might go on YouTube here. Let's just go on Google. Bonfires in Belfast are taller, but they're dangerous and not built right. That's AI. That's not. First fucking thing I get is AI. That's kind of lame. I just want a good picture of the man. This one's actually old, which is kind of interesting. This one's an older man. But let me just look up 2025. So this is what the man, like, looked like last year. And then 2024 is different. Like, this is what it looked like the year before that. Right? And so this is, like... I do think 2024 had a cool burn. Had a cool fucking shit for it. But, like, this is what you're looking at, essentially. This is how big the Burning Man is. So you can see, like, how tall people are and how tall the actual man is. And then it's on top of this big wooden structure. So it's like the structure holding up Burning Man is in of itself, like, pretty impressive. I think in 2023 they had, like, a really tall one. It's a bit taller, just a bit. It's like 4 stories or more. Burning Man is something I would visit too. It's just different. It's definitely not the same. Oh yeah, look how cool this one is. And the temple is also something that's really, really big. I forget what it was. One of the years they had like a crazy big, like it's just every year they fucking do a crazy big art piece, and it's like the whole thing, not just the man, is a part of the art. You can see how it's just like it's really cool. But it's huge. I mean, this is what they're burning. So, like, all of this burns. And it is huge. We need to watch an ad. Who's building that shit? The Area 51 alienites? It's the building people. They build it every year. And they fucking burn it. However, I will say, there is, like, a lot of really cool, the temple is always, like, kind of bigger and more impressive, I almost think. Like, this was the, temple. So not only do they burn the man, right? You can see here, here's a picture of this guy burning, right? So they burn the whole fucking thing. So it's a little bit more intense than just a little bonfire, right? Just a little bit. Just a little bit. But this is the, oh, this is concept art. Fuck. That's crazy. This is the temple that they built. And so you can see how big, like, the temple is as well. Like, they're both huge structures. And they burn all of this as well. Do they put real person in the man, just like the Wicker Man in the Nicolas Cage movie? No, they don't. They don't do that. One guy did run into it one year. They did do that. One year, some guy ran into the fucking man, and now there's, like, a whole group. They can't burn the man. they can't. Ooh, let's see, look how cool that is on the inside. They can't burn it unless they have a whole team of people around the perimeter of the band, like watching the crowd. So there's always a group of volunteers who have to just sit there and actively look the other way when the man is burning. It is crazy. But they need those people because, like, yeah, he died. He ran into the fucking fire. He died, dude. And so now every year they have like this. If you try to run in now, they'll tackle you to the ground. And they'll fuck you up. The documentary about Burning Man was pretty cool. It's just the first episode. The next episode comes out, I think tomorrow, which I'm excited for. The Burning Man documentary on HBO is really cool. But yeah, no, it's crazy.
Moin, ich bin Tomek und die Firma Ewa
Ich bin
hat mich
Tomek.
eingeladen, einen Brand New Product Release abzustarten. Ich bin schon mega gespannt, was auf mich zukommt. Cool.
What is it? What am I looking at? What is it? Why is it not loading? Why does it? It's a minute and 12 fucking seconds. How hard is it to load? Why do you have to fucking bring it down to 140p? What are you doing?
Jetzt die Tonne an dem Bagger.
That's pretty cool. That's something you'd see at Burning Man. That's that's something that you'd see at Burning Man. If you don't get it, Astra, what are you doing? What do you mean? What am I doing? I don't know what he's saying. Just you think you've seen everything, then they do this. Would something like that be approved by OSHA at Burning Man? There is no OSHA at Burning Man Crowry. That's the whole point. It's that it's fucking dangerous. Burning Man, they have as minimal regulation and rules as possible. Basically, when you go to Burning Man, you're basically accepting the risks. You can get people have died at Burning Man, alright? People have died. Last year, somebody died. I mean, it is a... You're going to one of the most secluded places in the country. And you're going to not only one of the most secluded places in America, but one of the most exclusive places in North America. Like, there is nobody around you. Like, the closest town is like 2 hours away. It is very isolated. And it's in a desert. And so there's no resources. There's no help. So you're basically camping in a desert for a week. So it could be dangerous. And so a lot of the stuff can be fucking dangerous a little bit. Like, that would be approved at Burning Man. Yes, you could do that. Hey, Burning Man is not better than Isle of Man. I'd rather go to Burning Man than Isle of Man. I do want to go to Isle of Man, but I don't wanna. It's not better than Burning Man. I can tell you that much. Mostly by drug use. Not even. A lot of the people. You know, a lot of times people have died. Like last year, someone died because they got stabbed, and I'm pretty sure it was like a Russian guy. I'm pretty sure the Russian government assassinated a dude at Burning Man last year. Yeah, he got stabbed. I'm pretty sure there was a reason. Like, it wasn't random. Like, it was a targeted assassination of this dude. But a guy got stabbed at Burning Man last year. But that was different. And that wasn't drug use. I don't think that many people die of drug overdoses at Burning Man, mainly because you have the Burning Man Rangers, and what their whole deal is they're kind of like cops, but they don't arrest you, they just help you. And so they're like, if you're overdosing, there are people at Burning Man who will come, like there's medics there that will come and help you. In fact, while the man was burning, or right before it was about to burn, that happened. Somebody had, like, I remember seeing the police vehicles running out to him, or like the ambulance running out to him, and they saved him, you know? Did everyone have to sit through a safety brief about where the exits in the case of a fire at Burning Man? You're in a desert. The whole thing is an exit. Let's watch the video entirely. I'm not, Uzi Racer, I'm not watching a whole minute-and-a-half video of him just explaining that he's, like, I saw the best part of the video. He's spinning in the thing, I get it. He does the spin and he's spinning in the thing, that's cool. I'm not gonna watch him explain what I just saw for a minute and a half. Who's really doing Fent at Burning Man? Like, though nodding off on the desert floor? People do it. People do Fent at Burning Man. The biggest concern, though, is not so much people bringing in their own Fent to do Fent specifically. It's more people bringing in coke or other substances that can be cut with Fent. And then you like, oh, I brought this, oh, bro, I brought this coke from my dealer. He's got the good shit. And then you fucking snort it, and it's got fucking baby powder, baking soda, and ketamine, or not ketamine. It's got, fuck, I wish I had ketamine. But if it has, like, baking soda, fucking bullshit, and fucking, like, fentanyl in it, and that's how you die, is because you fucking take some shit that you didn't think had fentanyl in it, but it had fentanyl in it. That's why they have test kits. In fact, a lot of places, Burning Man, like, the last Burning Man I went to, they had a whole, like, table full of, like, test kits and stuff. That was really cool. Then you find out it's like half Fent, yeah. This is why I stay away from coke. I don't like cocaine. I don't stay. Listen. Allegedly, I like to do some stuff. Allegedly, certain drugs are fun to do. Allegedly, in Minecraft. But cocaine, not it, man. It's not it. I didn't test anything because I didn't have anything I didn't ingest anything that could have had Fent in it. So, yeah. Listen, I like to party, but coke, not it. I don't have enough money to get addicted to coke, chat. I don't have enough money for that. She wishes to have ketamine in Minecraft. Now, ketamine is a different story. I fuck with ketamine, allegedly, in Minecraft. Worst places to go than Burning Man, I guess. Burning Man is the best place to go. It genuinely is. Just Pepsi money. I like how just Mugi is just dead. She's conked out. I mean, worst places to go than having to go to Burning Man. Oh yeah, yeah, for sure. So you say no if a person asks you to change it? Is this why you say no if a person asks you to change this, especially in Burning Man? To change what? If someone... Oh, to try it? Oh, yeah. What's ketamine like compared to acid? Allegedly, from what you've heard. Allegedly, from what I've heard, they're totally different. They're completely different things. Allegedly, from what I've heard, in Minecraft, ketamine is... It feels like alcohol without the effects of alcohol. It depends on the dose, obviously. If you do, like, a huge dose of ketamine, you're gonna break through, right? You're gonna go in a K-hole. And basically, when you go to ketamine therapy, that's what you do. They just put you in a K-hole. If you take a lot of ketamine, that's when you can have psychoactive effects. Now, allegedly in Minecraft, I've never had that much, right? But on a lower dose, basically, ketamine is a dissociative. So basically, it just makes you dissociate a little bit. So you feel kind of feels like alcohol. You lose a little bit of your inhibitions, but you don't feel like poisoned. Like when I drink alcohol and you're drunk, it feels like you're poisoned, right? Ketamine doesn't do that. Ketamine is much nicer to your body than alcohol. The thing is just, you have to be, I would say it's not something you'd want to take every day, for sure. If you do it every day, you can get, it can have some pretty bad effects if you do it, like, every day consistently for a long time. I forget what even, I think it's like, it can fuck you up, but doing it every once in a while, honestly, is not bad at all, and it's way better than alcohol, in my opinion. But it's basically, yeah, when you do, like, a bump of cat, it's just, you feel, like, floaty, is the only way I could describe it. You feel floaty, and you just feel very, Acid is different. On acid, you don't feel like you're necessarily on a substance when you're on acid, allegedly, in Minecraft. Like, I would say that's the biggest difference between, like, acid and mushrooms, too, is, like, mushrooms, you definitely feel high. Like, you definitely feel like, it feels like weed plus is what mushrooms feel like, to me, at least. But LSD does not feel like your highness. I mean, you do feel high, but it doesn't feel nearly as high. And your brain just has a moment. I don't know how to explain it, but you just have a certain the way your brain is functioning is different, and it's like allegedly in Minecraft, I was sitting there at my tent, and I didn't even see like crazy visuals when I allegedly did not do acid at Burning Man. Basically, I didn't see any visuals really. But it's just the experience. Everything is vibrant. It's like you turned the exposure up on everything, and now everything's more vibrant. Everything's like in your face, like, oh my god. And like I remember, like I was like at my tent and totally not on acid, and I was looking at like the ants on the ground, and I'm like, whoa, dude. You think about how crazy ants are. You think how crazy it is that ants exist. You know what I mean? Like, if you wanted to create an ant, you couldn't, because they're so complicated and so complex and so... It's kind of gorgeous in a way where it's like, you know, they're these immensely complex creatures, but they're so small, and we usually don't even notice them, but they're amazing creatures if you really think about it. Things like that. That's how, allegedly, not how I acted when I was at Burning Man. Basically, that's how it goes. You haven't had really good stuff, then. Apparently not, but I have had 2 experiences. Sid kind of creeps up on you after an hour or 2. It does. It can creep up on you. Every time I've done, allegedly, acid, I've thrown up. So I feel like, I don't know if it's just because of the type of acid that I have not allegedly taken. But like, every time I've done it, I've thrown up. But it's not a bad throw. It doesn't ruin the experience. But like, I've allegedly done it twice. But the first time, chat, this is just how insane. I don't know why I did this, allegedly. Obviously, I didn't do this. Obviously, I did not do this story, chat. This is a fake story that I made up. It did not happen. But last year at Burning Man, so when the man goes up, everyone sits around this big circle, and it's literally like a mile in diameter, this huge circle around the man, and there's tons of lights and tons of music and everything going on. And that was the time that I decided that that would be a good time to not only try acid for the first time, but also Molly. So I was I was allegedly on I was candy flipping for the first time, having never done either one of those substances at fucking Burning Man. It was insane. Crazy though. It was totally worth it. Absolutely amazing. But it was insane. It probably, that's the thing about Burning Man, is like you can only go to Burning Man once, and you can only try acid once, and you can only try Molly. You can only try acid for the first time once. You can only go to Burning Man for the first time once, and you can only try Molly for the first time once. And doing all of them together for the first time at the same time is insane. It is insane. But yeah. The old candy flip. That's why you puked. Molly doesn't make me puke. It's just the acid. Because the second time I allegedly did not do acid, I puked, but I didn't do Molly. But it always makes me puke. I don't know why. It's just, I guess that's just maybe it's the specific type of acid that I didn't take, or something, or maybe I just didn't have the right stuff, or maybe I had some, different shit. But every single time, allegedly I've only done it twice, so I guess I don't know, but I've thrown up both times, and I'm pretty sure that was it. All the feds in chat, break out your notepad. I have not admitted to doing anything. Sounds like a good weekend for me at her age. Every time I take acid, it's like first time all over again. I love it. I want to do more. The thing about acid is you got to be careful with it. It's definitely not something you want to take lightly. You have to be very careful when you're doing it about, like, the mental state you're in. In my opinion, acid just really, it really, like, amplifies whatever mental state you're currently in. So if you're in a bad mood, if you're in a shitty mood, you're feeling like shit, don't take acid. It's gonna make that 10 times worse. And it's gonna last for 12 hours. So you're gonna be locked into a bad trip for the next 12 hours? Fuck that. And so it's like, if you have... You need to be in a good mental space to do it, and you also need to wait. between doing it. Like, I would say I wouldn't do acid more than once every 2 to 3 months, I think. Same with Molly. People get addicted to Molly and do it like every day. That shit's bad. You don't want to do Molly every day. Things like Molly, you need to have at least 3 months between when you do it, because basically, and it's for specifically Molly, the way Molly works is it takes all of the dopamine in your brain and then just lets it loose. So basically, you're just fucking yippee like the whole fucking time. It's just you're total dopamine up. Right? You're just absolutely having a great time. The problem is that once it's over, now you have a, like, depleted amount of dopamine. And so you have this come down, which everyone kind of feels shitty on the come down. But the thing is, you need to wait, like, 3 months for your brain levels to fully recover from it. So if you're ever gonna do, in my opinion, if you're ever gonna do something like acid or mushrooms or LSD, make sure there's a lot of distance between when you do them, especially for, like, Molly. But even on LSD and, like, mushrooms, if you do, like, if you take LSD and then the next day you take the same amount of hit, it's not going to affect you nearly as much. You build a tolerance super quickly and you have to let it dip down again. I was doing it once a week for months. It's really easy to change that attitude, though, to be honest. If you're paranoid, you might think people are outside trying to set the house on fire. Yeah, that would not be a good time. Molly is rough on the brain. Gotta let the juices reset. Not true in my experience. I mean, it affects everybody differently, and everybody's brain is different. So I don't know if the 3 months... The 3 months is just what's recommended. I'm sure there are people who can do Molly every other day and have a good experience. My thing is just that in terms of, like, protecting your brain, drugs like Molly, DMT, acid, and mushrooms, these substances are really not bad for you. Like, if you take them, they're not physically bad for you. But you just, you don't want to take them that much. If you're doing it every single day, you will fry your brain. If you're on LSD every single day, you will fry the fuck out of your brain. And you will lose brain cells, and it's not a good time. It can be a healthy thing to do. It can be totally good, but you gotta be, like, a little responsible about how you take shit, right? If you do it several days in a row, tolerance builds quickly. Some people do it once and go to a mental hospital. That's true. Well, I mean, so if you are predisposed to psychotic, like, behavior, and you might not even know that. So, like, psychosis and, like, psychotic disorders typically appear around your mid-20s. So you might be you might be doing, like, all this shit when you're, like, 18 and be just fine, but then you turn 23 and all of a sudden you do an acid trip, and now the demons aren't going away, and now you're hearing voices and shit. Because it can cause, but that's any psychoactive substance. This isn't specifically for mushrooms or LSD or MDMA. It can happen with weed or anything that is a psychoactive substance. It can cause, it can cause the onset of schizophrenia if you have the predisposition to have it. It won't give you schizophrenia, but it will cause it to come out. So if you already have schizophrenia that's been dormant, it can cause it to come out, which is interesting. I don't want to take LSD because I'm on 2 SSRIs or selective serotonin reuptake inhibitor. I don't know if that affects it at all. If I don't know if SSRIs affect LSD at all. I'm not 100% sure about that. I had a buddy who ate 100 tabs at once. Really? Oh my god, dude. What did he experience? Nice thing about doing acid a few times a weekend is the first trip could be really intense and you could take a lot, and the second trip can be more chill and relaxed. That's honestly not a bad way of doing it. Like, allegedly, when I was at Burning Man this last time, we allegedly did the acid trip one day, and then the next day we allegedly did mushrooms. And the mushroom trip was just super nice. Like, it's just super, like, at that point, like, obviously we took enough mushrooms to get really fucked up, but because we had already taken LSD the day before, allegedly in Minecraft, not real, this is a fake hypothetical story, the tolerance just goes down so far that the next day when you take the mushrooms, it just is like a nice trip. I've done 10 strips on multiple occasions. I want to do that one day. I want to go on a fucking wild ride and do like 10 acid, fucking 10 tabs of acid. But I want to really like... My thing about acid is I don't like to move when I'm on acid. I don't like to walk around and be in a public space. Like, I don't like to do that. Like, the last time I allegedly did acid, which did not happen, legally speaking. But I basically we were in a park, and I was already feeling really nauseous, so I was like, I was having a bad time, because I was like in this park with all these people, and I was like, if I have to throw up, it's gonna suck to throw up right here, because everyone's gonna be like, oh no, and it's gonna ruin everyone else's vibe. So I was like, all right, I've got to figure something out. So I went back to my camp and just chilled out back at my camp. And that was way better. Like, that was definitely the move I needed to do right there. But, like, I did not want to go and walk around and, like, do shit. And, like, I just wanted to sit there and just vibe. And for me, at least on that specific type of acid, just all I wanted to do was just vibe. I don't give a fuck who knows I've done drugs. Listen, I just don't want to admit to anything legally speaking. The kind of penis envy? That might have been the kind of mushrooms we did. I don't remember. Obviously we didn't do them because, you know, that would be illegal, chat. And I don't do anything illegal. Those serotonin levels can go up to lethal levels, really? We don't do weed in Minecraft either. They fed them to the birds, actually, allegedly. Yeah, I don't know. Drugs can be fun. They can be a fun time. I like allegedly not doing drugs, chat. Allegedly, Astra felt cold, like she was walked in the freezer. Her hands felt like they were full of sand, and like when you lay on them wrong, and then feeling slowly spread across her body. The chat was still in her heart, but we were only slipping. Oh, what are you talking about? What the fuck are you talking about, Savvy? You know you can go to DC and legally order shrooms online. I guess if I wanted to go to DC and do that, I don't do that on a regular basis to want to like have to do that. I don't the only time I've not done these things, obviously, because I haven't done these things, but the only time that I would have done these things if I had is at Burning Man, because I feel like Burning Man is the best place to do these kind of drugs. The thing about it is too, because like if you're having a bad trip and you're at Burning Man, there are so many people. You are surrounded by a community full of people who know what the fuck to do about this exact scenario. Like, you are in a city full of trip sitters if you're at Burning Man. That is the way it works. You can ship mushroom spores 100% legally in the mail? That's crazy. At Burning Man, it's legal. Are mushrooms legal in Nevada? I know weed is legal in Nevada. Deliver them to your door. It's crazy. Probably decriminalized. Yeah, I don't know how it works. I've never been the person to procure any of this stuff, so I don't actually know where to get them. Oh, hello, Mookie. I love this cat. Look at this Mookie cat. Oh my goodness, you're such a cute cat, Mookie. I love you so much. I think only Colorado and Washington have legal shrooms, but I could be wrong. I know Washington State has legal shrooms. I thought Oregon did too. I'm pretty sure I was going to Burning Man before Astra was born. Very possible. Did you go to Burning Man before 2001? Then yes. And if you did go to Burning Man in 2001, what was that like? I know it had to have been so different. They used to shoot guns at Burning Man. I wish I could shoot guns at Burning Man. I think if you're the right research institute, it's legal. This is true. 1999 to 2004. Damn, dude. So you were really back in the early days. 1999, dude. You literally went to Burning Man before I was born. That's crazy. That's actually crazy. I feel like I feel like the way Burning Man used to feel is how regional Burning Mans feel today. Because, like, I know that, like, the scale is so different. I feel like the experience of Burning Man is so different nowadays than what it used to be. We gotta get some Harvard professors on speed dial. Hi, Mookie. I always wondered, could you just make a religion where your religion is based around the spirituality of doing, like, mushrooms or shit, or some shit like that? Like, I'm like, what if you made a legal religion that is, like, the tenets of the religion are that we take mushrooms and LSD and we see God? Could you legally make a loophole where you could legally have and do mushrooms as part of this religion because it's for religious practices? Is that possible? You ever heard of the Brotherhood of Eternal Love? I've not. You can make up any religion. To be fair, religion is made up in the first place. I mean, that's kind of like your own religion if you think about it. If you know, if you think about it, man, that's kind of like your own religion, you know? It's like what you believe in, man. Like, atheism is its own religion. It is, though. It is just its own religion, but, you know. A lot of them get harassed through drug trafficking and production. Damn. Yes, that loophole exists, and that's how people do ayahuasca in Florida. What the fuck is ayahuasca? Just have a lot of money. Oh my god. But they made tax-free church for their group, and they had this entire community. Interesting. Ayahuasca makes LSD look like pop rocks. Is that like ayahuasca? Oh, is that just what that is? Oh, it's ayahuasca. Is that how you spell ayahuasca? Is that how you spell ayahuasca? Fuck. I mean, funny story. I have an interesting story about ayahuasca. I have a family member who went to, you know how they go and do, like, you can go to, like, one of those tribes where they give you ayahuasca and they do, like, the whole thing for you. And it's a whole experience. I have a family member who did that, and then they excommunicated the rest of the family afterwards. Like, as soon as they got back, they literally excommunicated the entire family after doing ayahuasca. Like in Peru or some shit. I would do it, honestly. I would like to. Look at that cat flop. Look at this cat. Look at this cat. Look at this little kitty cat. Your little kitty cat. Oh. Wait, hold on. I'm gonna do another fit check. I'm gonna do another fit check. Ugh. Oh. Such a topical outfit to wear right now. Oh yeah, Savvy Fair, look at the hat. Hat fit 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. Is the hat hard or soft? It's kind of, it's soft, but it has structure. That's how I'll put that. Moogie. Personal question there. Are you still gonna try to make draw streams for both hats? I don't know. We'll see, man. I might. Come for the femboy, stay for the cat. Hi, Moogie. All right, chat. Well, I'm not gonna respond to the rage bait, Vanna. I'm too hungry. I gotta make some food. Astra's going to be a shiny, alluring wizard at Burning. Not sure if I don't really know a ton about the stuff. The effects could turn me off of it, to be honest. The what? Oh, I see. Okie dokie, woman. Moogie. Anyway, chat. People will be like, and I shit myself 3 times, puked 4 times, and it felt like such an immense purge that it was life-changing. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't feel like you do ayahuasca to have a good time. I feel like you do it because you're trying to, like, work on something, but... Anyway, chat. Phrase back when Astra's about to end. Masturbator detected. I confront deep-rooted thoughts. Yeah, I think is the idea. I think that's the idea. Anyway, chat. I will be live again probably tomorrow. If I'm not live tomorrow, it's because I'm working on the bike, but we'll see. Anyway, chat, thank you everybody for watching. I will be live again later. Goodbye!